Hello everyone, welcome to Med Syndicate. As we discussed in the last video, that will be starting ahead with the statistics part, and I would like to introduce to the statistics. When we talk about statistics, the first question comes to our mind is what exactly is statistics? Why are we using it, or why are we learning it? Why data analysis needs this statistics? So, guys, statistics is a branch of science that deals with collecting, organizing, analyzing, interpreting, and also presenting the data to make the decisions. In short, you can assume that statistic itself is the base of data analysis and data science. It will teach you how to handle data, why to handle data, and what are the expected outcomes, or what are the expected things that we need to do with the data. That itself is statistics. And as the second question suggests, why use it? Why should we use statistics? Like, a question might arise in your mind, like why should we use, or why should we learn statistics for data analysis or data science? It might be research or non-research studies, or it might be any other data. Statistics comes to picture. Reason being, we need to identify the patterns. We need to make the informed decisions. We need to predict the trends. It might be stock market, or it might be some research data, or it might be the possible outcomes from a study or any other random study. We need to dig deeper into the data. That is where statistics comes into picture. As the name suggests, statistics, like we have some categorization statistics as well, which we can call it as descriptive statistics and interferential statistics. To some extent, we'll be dealing with probability as well. We'll be discussing in the later sections, but for now, we'll be getting familiar or getting introduced with the statistics. What exactly is descriptive statistics? Like measuring the central tendency. It might be mean, median, or mode. For example, you have a set of data and you want to identify some descriptive characteristics of that data. How do you identify the descriptive characteristics? For example, you have some four people group, or you have some four people friends group, and your weight is like around 70 kg, and your friends weight is around 80 kg, and another might be some 90, or the next might be some 75. In order to identify the mean objective of your group, mean weight objective of your group, you'll be moving ahead with mean, median, and mode characteristics. What does that define? That four friends group, what exactly is the mean or median or mode weight of your group? That exactly is called as descriptive statistics. Second comes the inferential statistics. What exactly is inferential statistics? See guys, while drawing a conclusion about a population from a sample, for example, uh, you have a product, that you need to verify whether this product is suitable for a population or not. For example, any medication or any drug trials, or any other trials which includes products, or it might be some unique product, or it might be food product as well. You are launching some food product into that region, might be into the Karnataka region, or it might be Andhra, or it might be New Delhi, or it might be Rajasthan. What exactly will you do when you want to launch a product, or you want to test a drug on a specified population? For example, a drug is launched in America, but you want to know whether this drug is suitable on Indian population or Indian race as well. This is where inferential statistics comes into picture. You'll be drawing conclusions on a sample population. You can't do drug trials, or you can't test your samples. For example, when I took example from FMCG industry, that is in any coffee, new coffee brand that you want to launch into Rajasthan or into Karnataka, or it might be Odisha, or any region, specific region. What you will do, you will take some samples, and you will pick some random people over the street, or any other group of students, or it might be the office workers. You will ask them to taste your coffee, or you will distribute the samples, and you will collect the response from those peoples. How was it? What exactly do you miss in this coffee? Or you try to understand how the consumer behavior is on the specific product. Simultaneously, when I was speaking about the research, for example, as I said, the drug trials, the product is successful in America or any EU region, like European Union region, and you want to test it on Indian race, or it might be African race, or it might be Chinese race, or any other race, so that you'd be in a strong position with evidence, like data evidence, that this drug is up to the mark, or this drug is presenting as shown or as depicted in US region. So what you will do, you will take some 100 samples, or 200 samples, or 300, as per sample size calculation and all. We'll deal with the sample size calculation as well, guys. We'll take some samples, like out of, if the drug is on fever, what you will do, you will pick 100 people, and you will test the drug on 100 people, like whether is it reducing the fever or not. And you will also note down, like with some 100 mg, or 300 mg, or 900 mg, how the fever is reducing. You might observe in the same population, for 100 mg the fever might reduce by 1 degree Celsius, and for 300 mg the fever might reduce by 1.2 degree Celsius, and with 900 mg you can imagine like some 2 degree Celsius has been reduced in humans, or the specific kind of race, or the specific kind of sample population, we would say. And we'll collect the data as shown here from all kind of studies, or it might be consumer behavioral, as I said in coffee example. See guys, like statistics, or it might be data analysis, exists everywhere. It is not specific to research, or it's not specific to industry, as I mentioned in the previous video as well. We'll be moving ahead with all kinds of example, or possible example, that I want to make you people understand in a better way, or easy way. So as we took coffee and a drug as an example, we'll be collecting the data as shown, as the method suggests survey or experiment. You can imagine the drug trial as an experiment, and survey as a coffee seller, or a coffee brand launch event, that you can get the data and also do the data analysis, or use the statistics in order to get the descriptive statistics of that thing, and also inferential statistics of this product, or it might be drug sample. What exactly the probability means? Probability means likely to be happen, or likely event occurring. Like for example, when you are playing a dice game, might be Ludo or any other game, there are high probability that you will get uh, the numbers from 1 to 6. This is how the probability works. The probability of selling coffee in a region, the probability of a drug reducing by 2 degrees Celsius. This is what the probability means. We'll deal this with this section in deeper terms in upcoming sessions. And also as I mentioned, statistical methods also play a major role when it comes to statistics. Like you might be seeing the name itself suggests statistical method. What kind of methods are you using to define your data or categorize your data? That itself indicates how you present the data as well, as shown here. Likely to be presenting the data includes application wise. It might be business as shown here, or it might be research or medicine as I mentioned here, or it might be some governmental agency. Like you might have gone through some news articles, or might be some reports issued by Niti Aayog or any other reputed governmental agencies. They usually deals with data. You should be heard, or you should have seen those things like mortality rate or birth rate. This actually means the statistics being applied on specific geographical area, that is our beloved India. So you should be in a position to understand how this data is being interpreted or being presented at a national level, and also you should be in a position to understand how these things works. So guys, as I mentioned, you should be well versed with some common terminologies, that is population, variables, it might be sample, data points or data sets. I would suggest you to go through all these terminologies once. Make sure you'll be dealing with all these terminologies in future sections. No need to worry. We'll deal with this in brief point of view. Thank you, and please do subscribe to our channel to get more relevant videos like this, and also looking ahead with some new topics on statistics, and also some meaningful insights over it. Thank you and bye. Take care.